Good morning. Hope everybody's well. I'm doing okay. See, I think I forgot what number I'm at here. Let's see. Hang on a second. Let me check something. Yeah, okay. All right. We're at 270 days, 270 of my recovery from Boost. Okay. 270. So let's do this. This was my Saturday night. Okay. So. So I'm two over all week long. Two over. Seems like. Except for last night. Yesterday was one under. So, I mean, that's not very good, but ain't that bad. Sorry. Emma. All right. So, it's my Sunday today. I'm up early. Why is he up early on Sunday? Well, something woke me up at like 3:30 a.m. out of a dead sleep. Some kind, I don't even know if it was my brain made a noise or something made a noise, startled me, woke me up. So, not sure what that was. So, I laid there. Fix that. So, I laid there. Well, first of all, I just found out yesterday that a friend of mine passed away about a week ago, last Friday. His name was Jimmy Steiger. Um, he was a friend of mine. We used to hang out at breweries, okay, for the most part, a few times. We talked on the phone um, a few times. He was there for me when I quit doing boost the first time, and I quit drinking. He was there for me when I got sober for like 2 years. Okay, a few years back. So we've known each other for a good 5, 6, 7 years, right around there. So, but we didn't hang out a lot, but we talked here and there. He was a musician like myself. Gosh, man, it's like 4 in the morning. 4:26 in the morning. You hear that train? So, anyways, he passed away from a heart attack. I guess he didn't show up to his job. Hang on. Yes, he successfully woke up the entire freaking city, jerk. So, anyways, he didn't show up for work one day, and they went and did a welfare check over at his where he lived, and they found him there dead, apparently from a heart attack. He was he was in his 60s. He wasn't that old, mid to early 60s, I think. His name's Jimmy Steiger. He's in my friends on Facebook, but he was kind of rough around the edges. He was a take no bullshit kind of guy, but at least he was real. Okay, he was real, and he's the kind of guy that would give you the shirt off his back if you needed it. And it's just you know he was kind of like the last survivor of his family, I guess. That he, like, there was nobody else I guess family wise around anymore. A lot of his friends have passed. All pretty much most of his or all his family had passed, and it's pretty sad. I mean, like to end up like that, and then to just die at home alone, and then days later, they come find you dead there. No telling how long he'd have laid there dead if they didn't go do that welfare check on him. You know, just goes to show that like there's just man, it's just. And then anyways, my point is I woke up. Something woke me up 3:30 in the morning this morning, and so I had that on my mind already because I went to bed sad because I just found out last night, and found out through a friend of mine that we used to hang out together with Jimmy. Me and my buddy George, we hung out with Jimmy, and he was our friend, right? Me and George, that was mine and George's friend, okay? And we had some good times with Jimmy. He wasn't the nicest guy. He wasn't a sweetheart. He was a little nasty at times, but still, he was our friend, and he was the kind of guy that would help you out. And he was there for me. Sorry. But he was there for me. We talked on the phone when I got sober a few years back for hours. He sat there and talked me through it when I was coming off drugs last time and coming off alcohol. He was there for me. And, you know, I just talked to him recently too. He called me, and it was Jimmy. And I gave him the lowdown, what was going on, and I told him I'd quit again. Uh, so he talked to me and encouraged me, and gave me good advice, and was always the kind of guy, was personable. He was there for his friends, which you know he was. He was. If I ever needed to call him for anything, he definitely would have been there for me and talk, and he would be my friend. So he's gone. Um, just so I woke up this morning with that on my mind. Something woke me up. A noise, loud noise, woke me up. So I laid there for a few and was thinking about Jimmy. And then I just started getting an anxiety attack. So I had to get up, come out to the couch, lay there on the couch for a little bit, and laid there for about a half hour. And then I just realized I'm not going to be able to go back to sleep. You know, it's my Sunday. I don't have to work today. I can take a nap later if I feel tired. And then I started thinking about a lot. The people that I've lost, and it just kind of freaks me out. Just like I talked about in one of my other videos, um, kind of like how Jimmy ended up. I'm scared I'm gonna end up like that too. Just everybody died. I'm an old man. I don't have any family, no kids, no wife, no girlfriend. Just a lonely old man. And to me, that's just kind of scary. And I don't want to end up like that. And then, just die, and then they find you weeks later laying there, dead. To me, that's scary. And it just reminds you, man, like, man, life is short, man. It's short. Life is very, very short. And when your number's up, there's nothing you can do about it. Your number's up. When it's time to go, it's time to go. And Jimmy's gone, you know. And it's just it gives me anxiety sometimes thinking about death. I start thinking about it, and I start freaking out to the point where, like, sometimes that feeling, the anxiety is so bad, it's so dreadful that I wish I wasn't even born, because I don't want to have to experience anxiety. I don't want to have to experience dying. And that's part of my anxiety is thinking about when I'm going to die. It gives me anxiety. And the older I get, the more people die around me, the more anxiety I get from that. Just other people dying gives me anxiety. Sucks, man. But there's nothing we could do about it. We're born. We're here, and we're gonna have to die someday. And we're gonna have to experience other people dying someday. And you don't ever know when. It's like, I still got my mom here. I got a few friends, and, like, man, it's just like we're born to die. It seems like, and it's like that's a hard one to swallow, man. There's nothing you could do about it. I try to enjoy people while we're here. I try, but at the end of the day, someday I know that time's gonna be here to go, and I know someday that time's gonna be here for my friends, whoever is watching this, whoever, my mom. It's gonna be time for them to go, and then I'll still be here. It's just like, man, it sucks, man, watching people go. It sucks knowing that someday I'm gonna have to go. How dreadful it might be to experience death, I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be pleasant any way you dice it up. You know, I think it's going to be not a good feeling to have to go. And knowing that other people have had to experience that when they died, it's like, oh my God. I know how my dad died. He died of spinal meningitis and valley fever combination, right? And, like, his lungs collapsed, and, like, he had one lung left, and then that thing collapsed, and then he laid there. He couldn't breathe because both lungs were collapsed. And to me, that's, like, got to be one of the worst ways to go. Just knowing stuff like that, like, just there's no, that's just, it's scary to think maybe that's how I could go someday. I pray not. I hope it's in my sleep or something that, less, you know, horrific. But sometimes I wish I didn't know all that and understand all that. I wish I didn't understand about death as much as I do, but I've seen so much of it in my life. Animals, humans, all the death I've seen, it just, maybe that's part of the reason why I get anxiety, because I do have such a strong understanding about death, you know, gives me anxiety. But I know this is kind of gets dragging out long in the tooth, but that's what's going on right now with me. I'm just I did happen to get out of my anxiety attack I was having a little while ago, so that's a good thing. That's why I got up. I'm like, you know what? If I try to go back to sleep, the anxiety attack's going to come back. So I'm up. I probably only got like maybe 5 hours sleep, but that's okay. It's my Sunday. I could take a nap later. But I had to say goodbye to my buddy Jimmy. Didn't see that one coming. That's for sure. But when do you see him coming? Right? When do you know that's going to happen? Makes me want to be closer to my mom, though. That's for sure. You know. But anyways, I don't want to keep going over and over about something negative. So I got 270 days, no boost, two over. It's my Sunday. I got some things done yesterday, but not that much. But I did get some things done yesterday. So I'm gonna try to take, every whenever I experience something like someone dying, I'm gonna try to take that energy and try to make it into something positive. You know, at least for myself, to try to find a way to make that experience turn into a positive for me somehow. I am still alive. That's a positive, but we'll see. So I'm going to try to have a good day today. I'm not going to dwell on it too much. And I don't really have anything to review later. Um, but we'll see what happens. So, y'all have a good day. Rest in peace, Jimmy. We'll catch y'all later.